Well, good morning and welcome to Let's Talk Stroke. I am your host and stroke survivor, Jerry Wall. So, uh, for those of you that are new, because I see a lot of people sometimes that are new here, this is a show that we do on to bring awareness to stroke, TBI, aphasia, brain injury, and also to provide a platform for survivors to share their journeys from literally across the world. Um, so, this morning is going to be a little different. We're having a panel type discussion about resources for stroke survivors that we can all share, and hopefully you guys can provide some information as well. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do, called Let's Talk Stroke. So also I'll just bring on the guests now that are here, and I'll first bring on Jerry Chapman, who's a partner of mine in Let's Talk Stroke, and I know Musong's out here, and there'll be Tamyra Keller. She's a caregiver for her late husband who passed away from the stroke, and then I believe Aubrey simply Obbs will be here. So let's bring on Jerry, and we'll just chit chat right now. Whew.
Little mouthful, sir.
I know that came out a little different. Up there's Naomi, Serena. Look at all these guys here. Kevin, nice to see you. Nice to see everybody. And say hi to the host there. I see who says host. Hi, Kevin. That's me. But
Everybody
appreciate
wants
you
to
guys
say
being
hi.
here. Oh, what was that? I missed it because I was yapping.
Everybody wants to say hi to you. You're a celebrity here, pal.
Well, but yeah, this is and Boyd, good morning. Thank you guys for being here. This is kind of a different show. We're waiting for everybody else to come on, and so we can chit chat about certain resources because I did have one here that it was kind of let's see, what it was about. How the financial impact of a stroke can be very overwhelming and literally unpredictable. I mean, things change almost overnight for most people, unless you have, if you're working and you're lucky enough to have long-term disability and disability through the state, ours. So that doesn't happen to everybody, but
No.
and where are you at?
Me?
You're in a lovely place, aren't you?
Oh, I'm right now. It feels pretty damn close to Alaska. I'm under about 4 foot of snow.
Really?
In Ontario.
Wow. Wow. Good
Wonderful.
old Canada.
Good old Canada. Yes, the soon-to-be 51st state. So
That's right. That's what I understand.
Yeah. Proud to be an American soon. Yeah.
That's it. You salute us like that. Let's see. It is traumatic. Is right, Naomi. We'll pay attention to the comments. And I do see Musong over the side up there, but his picture's not showing. So, but we'll wait for whoever else is here, and that's okay. I don't know where we have Tamyra Keller. I don't know if anybody remembers her. It's okay. But
how could you forget about Tamyra?
I know
she's a welcome source of information.
She is, and this is her. She talked about this topic to do it next time, and this is it.
And she mentions a topic, and then she's conveniently tardy to come and talk.
That's right. It's a little tardy, but yeah. So yeah, I'm so trying to think what else here. I actually looked at some topics with things that regarding this, and so I know with the medical bills, how do you lower them? I know that you can negotiate them. I mean, a lot of people don't know. Go to the hospital, and you can negotiate your medical bills there. Many people have, okay. Many hospitals offer financial hardship things that you can plans, and so you got to ask for it. So some people don't ask. Did that come out right?
That American hospitals, do they?
Yeah, because here in the States, you got to pay.
In Canada, you gotta pay, but if you don't, you get the hell out. No, there's
Oh yeah.
nothing worse than that. I felt terrible after my stroke, but then I felt more worse, if that's a friggin' word, about how am I going to pay for things.
I know. And Musong's here, and I see Simply Obs. I sent you an email to join the show. If you want to jump on here. Hey, she says. Let's see here. Musong.
Morning, Moose.
Can you hear us? We can't hear you. Dun, 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 dun. Cannot hear you. Can't hear you. But yeah, so
You look good anyway, Moose.
yeah. Robin, nice to see you. Lindora, good morning. Good morning. Yes, it's morning. Sorry. Don't be sorry. But I sent you an email. Whoa.
Oh, get on here, Obs. We missed you.
Yes. Stephen, party show today. Yes. Now, I mean, I really should have. I could put up to 10 people on this show. Just to throw that out there.
No, absolutely. It's basically you run the show, Jerry. You can do whatever you want.
Absolutely, yeah.
Just cut me my 50%, man. That's all. No.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, there's Musong again. Serena, no medical bills in. Wow. So is that a Canada thing, or can we hear you?
He's frozen, I think.
Oh, he's frozen. Nope. Still can't hear you. We can't hear you. And I'm no good at sign language. But that's okay. So
blink your eyes in Morse code. Maybe I'll be able to understand.
Oh boy. Let's see. What did I had a lot of things to chit chat about this. Do you apply like here? I'm not sure how it does it in what do you call that in other countries, but here Social Security Administration they have a thing called Ticket to Work program. They offer assistance to get jobs even if you're completely disabled. Well, that's what we're here for, I guess. But
that's what most insurance companies want. You think they actually want to pay you for being off? No, they want you getting back to work, whether it's selling pencils or what have you.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, so need to plan that. Yes. Air Force. Nice to see you. Simply can't this morning. That's okay. Odds. All good. But I watched your show this morning. Simply Obs. That's her YouTube channel. Check her out. She's really very good. Makes me inspired. But
now she's shy. What the hell?
What's that?
Now she's shy.
Yeah, exactly. But no. Okay. Let's see. I don't know if Musong can hear. We're looks like we're gonna try another time here.
No, can you hear me now?
Oh, now we can hear you.
Okay, so yeah, all the settings like restream, like blocked. I had to unblock it all, allow everything, then make sure reload it. It's just kind of a pain.
Wow.
But now I know how to do it. Yeah.
You're a pro at it.
Come on, don't you need like an instruction before you send out this link on how to unblock everything?
Yeah, because I'm on the other side, so
I'm just kidding.
I don't usually. But yeah, you'll have to show me how that works. So I'm looking at this. Some of the comments, you're right. See, so ERS Ticket to Work. That's what they have here in Texas. Same thing. Gene got full disability after his first stroke. Yeah. And was it hard to get your disability? For me, it wasn't hard. Some people get lawyers and attorneys and have to do all that.
Hey, Brad.
So, Brad, good morning to you too.
For
But
me,
yeah,
the
so what
paperwork
else?
was,
What's that?
never mind, you're being rude, Jerry. No, the paperwork was, extraordinary trying to get any benefits from me at all. But, they're
Can
not
you guys hear me?
satisfied.
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, good.
Never mind.
No,
Sorry about that, Jerry.
no worries. Jerry, I'm going to put you full screen here. You can talk about how. No,
Well, that's okay. It's just like you guys, it's probably really hard to get your disabilities, right?
yeah. For me, it wasn't hard at all. But the thing that really kind of got me is even with the disability, one of my prescriptions that I took, it's not now it's generic brand, so it's hardly anything. But Keppra, no, Vimpat. I don't know if anybody knows what the Vimpat is for seizures, and I had to take that. Oh my gosh, it was like I got away different. Okay, it came out wrong, but it was like $700 to $800 a month for that. So I couldn't afford it. So I ended up going to my doctor, and they gave me 3-month samples, 3-month supply of samples for free. Which, thank God for that. I mean, yeah. So we work around it.
It's sad that you have to work the system to get what you need for a medical. I mean,
Yeah,
it shouldn't be that hard.
Right. Yeah, went through attorney. One doctor didn't approve. Okay, I didn't. Yeah, no attorney here. Air Force. Now you've got to explain to a 22-year-old named Big Balls why you deserve. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that right. I see you, Stephen. Yeah, but now Vimpat has a generic brand, Lacosamine. That's what I use now. But yeah, there's so many things. I mean, that's just one part of it. Managing the cost of prescription drugs, and then you got to get into getting. I don't know who pays for therapy. Luckily, we have insurance that covers that, because that's another big deal.
Therapy with me in Canada, my insurance company pays for about 6 half-hour sessions a day, right?
That's it.
But after 6 sessions, you obviously need more work, and it's about $75 per half an hour for therapy. Now, if you need it about 3 or 4 times a week, that adds up, right?
Oh yeah.
So it's a limited time when you get therapy, but after that, with some insurance plans,
Right.
It gets so dear. So
yeah, I don't know how yours was, Musan, because you're still going to therapy, right?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
yes.
Because same here too. I'm
just starting on my new fresh years in 2025. So taking advantage of all the new sessions that's coming up for this year. So I'm still doing that.
Yeah, it's a lot. But the funny thing is that ticket to work program. I don't know if you ever looked into that. For if you're looking to get a job, if you're looking to get a job, it's
what we want to get a job. What the hell do we want to get a job for? I'm kidding.
Well,
what's wrong with you, Jerry?
What's that?
What's wrong with you, Jerry?
I know. I actually loved working. I mean, I couldn't get enough of it. But that ticket to work program, they get you jobs based on your disabilities. They got like a counselor, and they really help you out. But then, I mean, I look at, can I last a whole 8 hours a day to work? I mean, that's a lot of fatigue. But they work.
Do you still have mental fatigue?
It's not as bad as it was, but not really, not bad. But I used to have it really bad.
Yeah, an inpatient, I had it so bad, but I mean, after that, it seemed like it definitely got better. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yes,
it took me years to even get
over. We would all actually love to work again. Definitely, no question about it.
Yeah,
I would love to work again.
But then and the thing I know we talked about before, and I know Steven talked about it, they only allow you to make so much money. Otherwise, you're going to risk your disability.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys know the rules on that? Because I don't.
Yeah. I'd have to go back and look at it, but I know that it's the first 9 months, I believe, you can make as much as you want. But after that, then you got to go back to the how their rules are. And I know that yeah, yeah. I don't know if you're watching these comments. It's so funny.
Yeah, I see that, Robin.
Yeah. Who wants to work? I just want the money. I'm with you on that. Okay.
Yeah, Rob. Wouldn't that be easy?
Yeah. Yeah. What about volunteer? You know, I go to the
Definitely. I would love to volunteer. Help people.
Stroke support groups.
Heck yeah.
That I do.
I mean, you're volunteering now. Jerry, you don't get paid to do this.
No. But feel free, anybody out there who
you know. How many Jerry, question for you. How many hours do you think you spend like prepping and like how many hours do you think you spend a week, you know, thinking about all this stuff? Like if you were to put a number on the behind the scenes of Jerry's Let's Talk Stroke show.
It's, you know what? I know I try not to.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's a good question. I spend a lot of time because I'm on the phone quite a bit, even during the day, you know, out at the grocery store, people call and I try to set up guests and do that. So there's a lot of time involved with it. Setting up the banners, the things, you know, trying to get sponsors that could support. We promote their product, and that's why Jerry Chapman is behind the scenes doing that stuff. You know, sending out things to the sponsors, trying to, you know, let them know we're here to support you, to promote your product, and
right.
You know, and then hopefully they can take, you know, get some how do you say that, money, you know, because we want to promote them, and because this is not cheap, just doing all this stuff, you know, pay for it out of our own pocket, just
right.
Like you said, Restream, that costs money. There's a lot of costs involved, but yeah, I don't know how I say how much hours do I put into this. We put a lot, you know, after the show, but I'm doing, getting my therapy out too, because that's a big part of it. If you sit here all day long, oh my gosh, not fun.
Yeah, this is therapy.
Yeah, and this is great therapy because it helps me out, helps you guys out, I'm sure, all that. And Robin, I knew that. I'm so glad you're still doing that. That's great. The volunteer at the Safari Park. I just go to support groups, and I even go to my mother's. She's in memory care, assisted living, and I go speak at them to let them know, because that's amazing. Even the older people don't know what a stroke is, or they don't know. That's what's pretty amazing. How many people don't know? You know, so one tomorrow, volunteer. Okay, I love these comments here. So we talked about the ticket to work, therapy. What else is there? Okay. Well, we already talked about how to negotiate against medical bills. Many hospitals offer financial and payment plans, or charity programs where they'll, you know, waive some of your medical bills. Even, you know, ask for an item. These little things that people don't know. When you're working with your hospitals or whoever is going to ask for an itemized bill, so then you can you can dispute unnecessary charges. I never knew that. So I don't know what you guys think about that. Yeah, I love it. I volunteered at the mentor program, turned out part-time. See, now that's another thing. I always, when I go to these volunteer these support groups, this is perfect. I love this. A volunteer at a mentor program turned out to be part-time employment. Oh man, that's
That's
awesome. That is great. Do you guys think about going back to work? Jerry, do you?
Oh, yeah, I'd love
Really?
to. I was a truck driver and I loved it. I love driving the truck, but the physical aspects of it right now, for me, even still after almost 40 years,
And
I'd had trouble climbing into the cab, right?
yeah,
And then I got to go clean out the, let's say, the box of the dump truck or the van of the truck trailer,
right.
falling into that, and I'm limping anyway. And I I'm pretty shaky walking, so yeah, I'd be falling and I'd be a liability. And even if I was there, they'd want me to go home fast, because
Yeah,
they don't want me to hurt myself and cause them more, right?
right. Yeah,
But for
absolutely.
wanting to go back, I definitely do. There's no life like it for me. So,
Yeah, it's like me flying airplanes. What can I do now? I can't even get on the ladder. Even if I can help refuel airplanes,
yeah,
I can't get up on the ladder to put the hose in there. And especially if you have one arm that's working better than the other one. I mean, you gotta think about all these little things.
Yeah.
Candace, have a great rest of your day. Robin, have a brand new. Let's see. I love a brand new assisted home a block away. And go there. Wow, good for you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Robin.
I love all that. What else was there are some insurance hacks and hidden benefits. Call insurance providers to check for hidden benefits. Some cover extra therapy if you request it. And I know that's so true because I do that all the time. If I'm going to get therapy, they want to see if they're going to try to request more sessions with you, and so you have to show that you know how that works. I'm sure everybody knows that.
Yeah, that drives me nuts. It's just like, just give us the sessions. We're trying to freaking recover. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
absolutely.
I mean, the bureaucratic BS of just like, why do of what's going on with this whole, everybody's like waiting for the new year to get new sessions. It's like, come on.
Right.
Let's get with the program and just give you the therapy, not all this bureaucratic BS. Just like everything's got to be like that. It's just like,
yeah, there are places now, like not now, but universities that have what do you call it? Their students, and so you can go in there. I know some people I've seen out there do go to these universities that are teaching hospitals for therapy.
right.
And so they'll offer, if you go in there, you can use their services for free.
Yeah, no, I've heard that. Just got to be next to a university that does that program would be lovely, but just unfortunately, most people aren't like that in that situation.
Right.
Yeah.
I wish I can look for it. I actually made a resource guide with all, free, how to, everything. Go to get your driving, how to get rides here and there. There's a lot of places. Like here, I can go like 10 miles for $1. Some people, there's a lot of places to do that. You just have to know what website to get on to get. And I looked at all that. And one day, years ago, I put together one, and it's still legit. I'll have to put that out there so people can see there's a lot of places to go to get those resources. Even food. I mean, places to get food delivered for free.
Meals on Wheels type thing.
Yeah, like Meals on Wheels type. There's a lot out there. But what else do we have on here? Let's see. There's a lot of local nonprofits and community health centers that offer stroke recovery programs. What else there? A lot of things. There's teletherapy. Does anybody do any teletherapy or support groups?
Is that what you did online there for a while?
On the what? Oh, for me doing the teletherapy, I did that. Yeah,
With your
Yeah, you
hand?
did do
and
that, right?
yeah, I did that.
Well,
And
you can explain how that worked for you, but do you think it did any
oh
good
yeah,
for you?
definitely. It was great, and it's great that we were able to record some, and I'll probably post them. So yeah, I had there was a company out there that does virtual like this occupational therapy and even speech therapy, and I think this all came around just because of the pandemic, but it really helped for OT. When I broke my hip, I did the teletherapy, which they were great people, but I didn't help me because I'm in a wheelchair because I broke the hip. But we got discharged. So they okay, let's stand. Well, I'm the only one here. I could fall, so I never went back to do that just because I need someone with me with a gait belt and help me out with that because
Well, you were a bit spoiled because when you were feeling kind of good, you went out and break something. So you'd be pampered again, and then
yeah, that's very true.
I'm
Very true.
just kidding with you, obviously.
No. It's all good. I can go anywhere in my country. Wow. In the county, that's great. Yeah, I can't. I don't want to be unless there's steps. Getting up on a bus, I ended up going to my granddaughter's not cheer dance performance. But we can't park there, so they had a bus. The bus didn't have where they lowers down the bus, and they didn't have a where you can if you have a wheelchair. There wasn't wheelchair accessible, which I don't know why. So I tried to step up and I was falling, and these two big strong guys lifted me up and put me in the bus. And the same with me getting out. I mean, thank God for them because
Well, there's a lot of amazing people.
Yeah, and there's
willing to help somebody in need.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember, I was at the license bureau and I dropped some papers and I was walking like that. My wife had me by the arm and I dropped something I didn't notice. And this little girl, she came up and picked up the paper.
Nice.
And she handed it to me. There you go, sir. And I thought that was so awesome that people, even that age, are willing to help.
Yeah, there are some wonderful people out there to help people like us. Like us.
Yeah, the elderly too, though. Yeah, I found a lot of people wanting to help, and that kind of makes me feel better about the state of the world.
Right.
I think everybody's being idiotic and stubbing their nose at you because you're disabled. There are some nice people around. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Has anybody ever looked at? Because I've been told this. I've never looked into it. State and local disability programs that offer grants for like medical expenses or anything. I've not found them. I've never found a grant.
I feel like the hospitals that you're working with, sometimes they'll have like financial assistance programs within the organization. So
have
you just have to ask them that. I have not, but they've always asked me if I wanted to apply for it. So I've never gone over my limit of going above and beyond my what's allowable for a year.
Right.
So I haven't gone over that. So, but no, I have not asked. But I think certain hospitals will, at least you can apply for some financial aid. In a sense, financial aid. That's what it's called.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
financial aid. Yep. And they do help with that if you qualify.
Right.
You just have to ask, I think.
Yeah. Even I've been told, and I looked up, if your house is not accessible, there's grants out there that'll help you do that for free. I mean, there's so many things out there, but I don't know how many people take advantage of that. And I see that Air Force, the March of Dimes. I mean, there are so many programs out there, but there are prescription. You know what, I use this too when I'm just looking at discount prescription apps like GoodRx. Does anybody know what that is?
Good what?
GoodRx.
No.
No,
It's
I've heard of it.
that.
I've never used
Beginning of the year, I went my lacosamide, which was Vinpac. It ended up like they told me $300 to $400, maybe $600 of it. You know what? Maybe I'm not gonna take it. So then let me look at the GoodRx. It was $30
Wow.
instead of $600. So if you ever have a prescription, and
Wow, that's a good resource.
oh, it's a really good one.
I tried during my studies and searches. I tried with the American as well as the Canadian Stroke Society,
right?
without getting myself into trouble, and they were all wanting to see the show as far as giving grants out or helping us out.
Right.
They would rather, they would both federal companies would both rather receive donations instead. So there are some companies like that, and I was a bit angry when I saw both of them doing that. But it could also work the other way. They're in for the money too, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
King.
The presidents of the company need a raise or something. I don't know. So,
Yeah. Serena, that's it. GoodRx. Just
if you
Google
come back
that.
to sue me for that, I got proof. So I dare you.
Yeah. Ask your pharmacy. That they all have that. GoodRx. There's so many different ones, but GoodRx is the best that I found out.
I got to think of the one. That's not the one that Mark Cuban started, is it? I can't remember.
No.
There was one that Mark Cuban started that was very inexpensive. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
But it's an online platform.
I've seen that.
You know what I'm talking about, Jerry? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know
Mark
exactly
Cuban
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I always, you have to advocate for yourself and look for the discounts because it's, I mean, who knew this was going to happen? My gosh. Now we're looking for this. But there's a lot of patience.
Yeah, no, who knew that this was going to happen?
Yeah.
No doubt.
Right.
That is a crazy thought to think about looking back, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So what's the best resources that you guys come across through your journey, you think?
The best resources for?
Yeah, resource.
Yeah.
It's just an open-ended question.
Yeah, no, I agree. There's for me was little things I kept thinking, I used to pay when I was getting the what would you call that? Like Vimpat. I always throw that out there because it's so darn expensive.
Right.
Like just say in the beginning it was like $900 a month. So one of the resources, go to your doctor, whoever prescribed that for you. Go there and say, do you have samples? Because all the people that they want to sell to them, they give them tons of samples so their patients can try it out. I asked them. So luckily the nurse gave me 3-month supply until they went generic. So then that helped out, or GoodRx, and wow, I always ask. The doctor always asks, or the nurse. Okay, the really thing gets me is when we're talking and I completely forgot what I was saying. But anyway, Jerry, good job getting me to forget. Can't hear you, Kim. Kim. Oh, you're talking your last name. Musong, yeah. Let's see. The freestyle. Can't hear you. We can hear you. We can. But
can you guys hear me? You can hear me, right? Okay.
Yeah, definitely. What was another one here? Stroke support groups, community resources. That's why I always encourage people to go to the stroke support groups.
Yeah, I think that's a huge one. I think that's the biggest one that I kind of probably like, overlooked, is just like reaching out to the support group and the resources that they have, because
Yeah.
every region has such good resources, because that's one of the things that they do is they put a lot of emphasis on putting together resource packages for their organization. And
Right.
I am really surprised how much effort they put into the programs. So it's pretty amazing how much effort they put into it. I should have dug into it a little bit more once I got out of the hospital. That's my biggest mistake.
But who knew? You didn't know, right?
I didn't.
Yeah.
Man, I was happy just finding a support group online.
Oh, I knew. I mean, who went to a support group in the hospital? Were you in a hospital? When you were in the hospital, did they offer support groups? Mine did.
Yeah, it sucked. It sucked.
Tell me what you really think, Musan.
Well, it was just, come on. You did your little introduction and stuff, and they went through like all these things that just wasn't really relevant to me
Right.
at the time. Like, I don't want to know what healthy foods to eat and stuff like that.
Right.
Shit, man, I want to get out of the hospital so I could figure out what I'm going to eat, because I have no idea who's going to freaking cook for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I love you, Musang. You said so funny. Yeah. No.
They're talking about like, grocery store. These are the things that they were talking about, like, what to shop for around a grocery store. Well, great. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to go grocery shopping. You know what I mean? So I don't care about that stuff.
Because a lot of people obviously, at that time when you're at the stroke support group in the hospital, I can't even walk. How am I going to get to the grocery store if you're by yourself?
Exactly. So don't talk to me about what to shop at the grocery store. Come on.
I agree.
So that's why it sucked. I think the program, yeah, they had good intentions, but the idea of like putting together what they really needed to talk about was just like not relevant to me at the time. That's just my opinion.
Don't you love the when you're in the hospital first thing? And
I'm not holding back, buddy. Who is that? John. John, you be the
are you finished there? I didn't mean to disturb you, sir.
No, we're all good.
Oh yeah. Just messing with you. You ever notice when you're in the hospital and you're not really feeling too friendly, and the friendliest nurses come in and they say, "And how are you today?" And you're saying, you want to say, like, "How the hell do you think I'm feeling?" But you're trying to freaking be nice to her, right? But you just growl. And just like nothing irritated me more than someone being nice to me when I'm pissed off, feeling sorry for myself in the hospital. Just the questions,
Yeah. Oh, I know. I had one tech always took my blood in the middle of the night. Finally,
I hated that.
I finally said, there's no, put the needles in, woke me up. I finally told my nurse, I don't want him to come in anymore because it's really, and there's no bedside manners. He's just jabbing me in the thing, and I don't know how your experience there. But as far as the stroke support group, when I went, I was embarrassed, didn't want to go. I thought, I'm the youngest one here, but I wasn't, because I didn't know stroke, what it really was. But then I I finally got the courage to speak. And now I love going in there to help people, to let them know what to expect. Because a lot of people, this is it. Your life is over. And I know the feeling. I totally understand the feeling, back then. But things change.
Is there a lot of support groups in your area?
Yeah, I didn't know until when I was doing a lot of therapy, I talked to the local hospitals, and I finally called. Is there a stroke support group or some kind of a brain injury support? And there are. So there's about 4 places that I go to, and I love it. I mean, I actually love it. yeah, so I love going. So I'm now the one to go in there and like I don't want to. I take over because there's some people there. All they do is shoot the breeze. There's nothing to, there's nothing.
Right.
They're not talking in, what's going on in real life with us. So I go in there and just, tell my little story real quick because I don't want to bore them because it's, well, but
Well,
so yeah,
you're fortunate because around where I live in southern Ontario.
right.
And I can't find one support group, Unfortunately, I found you. You're my support group, Jerry. That's how it sucks to be me, pal. But no, you're awesome. But there's nothing like that around here. So you gotta find something like this.
You have to. You have to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of rare. I mean, discovering Let's Talk Stroke, it's a great support group community.
Yeah.
And there needs to be more, obviously, but just got to get out there and just like research the crap out of it. And if you can't do it yourself, have somebody help you do it.
I agree. Yeah. You definitely gotta
because you got to do it.
It's important. I mean, it really does help. I mean, I just don't know what I would do if there's no, like, we're doing this or stroke support in my towns where I go to. I don't know what I would have done if I didn't find all this stuff because it's a big deal. It's funny. I see all that John Loomis and Air Force. They shut them all down. The support groups. Mine just popped right back up, and then I set one up, and people go, and I don't go. So, but it's one of the best resources to get through them.
I just want to say to Mr. Loomis, I'm always in trouble. So it's just
what do you say? Let's see. Oh, Chapman, you are definitely in
so
trouble.
I was at the gym, and sorry for interrupting, but I was at the gym, and one of the regulars there, his sister-in-law had a stroke, and she didn't have any support groups that she went to, or she had troubles. She's not very techie, and her husband or something doesn't support, doesn't help her get online and stuff like that. So I thought that was very infuriating to hear. It's like,
wow,
you have somebody who's got a stroke, and she's trying to like get into the community, and she had no idea. So I had told her about Let's Talk Stroke. Get online, YouTube. Tell your sister-in-law to get on Let's Talk Stroke, and just go through all the videos. But yeah, that's what she started doing. But it's just when you hear that, it's just kind of frustrating to hear because it's like, dang it, I used to be there, but you just got to get out there and just continue like advocating for yourself, and like I said, get somebody to help you to get online, and if you're not computer savvy, get online, and I know everybody knows how to use their freaking phone, so you gotta do it.
It's so funny
because once you're in the community, you'll know. Then it just
Oh,
if I get alarm on, some alarms go on.
It's okay. It's no bad, but yeah, it's I didn't. Yeah, those groups are really helpful.
Sorry about the
No. John Loomis getting right into you there.
All right, what else are we talking about?
Chapman.
Did I miss anything?
No.
For that?
No, you didn't miss anything. Just rambling on here. But yeah, there's
so many.
We
should get John Loomis on here. He obviously has a lot to say. We should get John Loomis on here. He obviously has a lot to say.
That's it. Yeah, John Loomis. If you want to come on, you just say the word. Oh, it's 10:45 already. Wow, time flies when you're having fun. Yeah. And and the thing is, things really, we didn't really cover what there's actually, I mean, for medical costs, I just am not one to, even though God, it would probably help and do, because I've had people say, oh, just do a GoFundMe page. But you know what that is over in Canada?
I did. One of my friends did do a GoFundMe page and helped me, and they raised. It really helped. It really did. It got me to see what I
Right.
I mean,
That's good. That's good to hear that.
yeah, it actually worked and it helped. Helped me get through some of the
Right.
backup because I didn't know if my insurance was going to cover it. So, but if they would have billed me, I would have never. Because they, there was they kind of went through this back door to try to get these things approved, and
Right.
and I asked them, hey, just try it and see. But you have to sign that clause and say if they don't cover it, you are responsible for it.
Right. I know.
So, anyways, it was a nice safety net just in case they didn't cover it. But
That's
yeah,
nice.
it GoFundMe worked for me, and it's a beautiful thing when your community loves you and and just get it out
comes
there.
together and supports you like that.
And once again, you gotta get somebody to help you do it.
Sometimes they don't work.
Write this lovely little thing.
Absolutely. What was that, Jerry?
What's that,
Sometimes
JC?
they don't work, as we know, Jerry. We tried one and it didn't work. So
Yeah.
and there's another guy I know who had a stroke and he was trying, and I don't think it went too good for him either. So a lot of people, some people do, but a lot of people don't feel obligated to help financially online.
Right.
Do you think the community gets burned out because there's so many GoFundMe's going on? They say, oh, another donation site for what I mean? Do you think they get kind of burned out?
Who are you asking me?
Is it just too saturated? Yeah, I'm just wondering. I wonder because people just it's just so saturated that it's just like, or just being, oh, just another GoFundMe page.
Sometimes my attitude gets
a
bit negative, and I think people just don't want to
spend
the money, or there's a trust issue, thinking the money's not going where they say it's going. It's sad, but that's what I think. I have trust issues too, but it's with money.
Absolutely.
People seem to be more obsessed.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. This is terrible, Gary. I mean, how'd that happen, right?
How did it get stolen?
Yeah, interesting.
That sounds like a really secure website.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Damn. That's sad.
I'm sure there's other websites claiming to be like GoFundMe, so that might have screwed up too, right?
Yeah, so. Exactly. That could be it. Yeah, I know that's so true, John. A lot of people, poor me people, burns everyone out. But a lot of people really do need it, and it could help. But what else was it? Anything else? Yeah, it's funny.
We're doing pretty good without our main advisor here today.
I know. I don't know where Tamyra's here, but it's funny.
And she's the one.
What's that?
Sorry, I mean to pick on her, but she's the one that wanted to have the topic of this show.
Yeah, and we talked via Messenger that she looks forward to see you tomorrow. I saw. Yeah. But it's okay. I mean, people.
Yeah.
I didn't see your message until I was doing some exercises and I was like doing my wedge exercise, stretching. I won't forget that, Jerry. 3 times a day.
I know.
Remember you told me 3 times a day. Keep stretching.
You got to do it because I.
So 7:30, I set my alarm and I just happened to. I was listening to some new music from The Cure. They have a new album out. I can't believe they're still going. My friend was telling me about it. So not to throw things off the subject, but anyways. And I was looking at my phone and I was like, what is this message from Jerry? And so I was like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah. No.
Anyways, that's how my morning went. So I scrambled. It wasn't a big deal. I'm happy to be here. So always. Yeah, if you need to fill in, I'm able to do it. Heck yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah. Great information on this channel. Thank you, Jerry and panel, for this. Thank you, Lendora. I'm glad you get something. If we can get one thing, if you can get one thing out of what we're all yapping around, then I like that. But yes, Musang, I was told that from not day one, but I don't know when, but you got to do it 3 times. When you do an exercise, it's not what, since we're a stroke, if you just do one, that's not going to really help. You got to do at least 3 times a day. If you do more, that's great. Because especially with the wedge exercise, I don't know, Jerry, I'm not sure you've seen Musang do the wedge exercise with his.
No, I haven't had that pleasure yet. No.
Well, yeah, his I don't know if he has it there, but he I don't know.
Yeah, I used these wedges to stretch my gastroc, my ankles, and my mainly my calves to flatten my inversion, because I have such an inversion issue, and trying to strengthen that.
Yeah,
and that works pretty good for you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not able to walk it without an AFO, but I'm it's better that I could actually flatten my foot. Definitely helps. Yes.
Good. Well,
yep.
As long as it's working, it's working.
But I have to agree. You have to do it 3 times a day to make it, to really see the difference.
This is so true. I agree, Robin. Very good. Yeah. Push the
Yeah.
And that's right, John. Push the intensity. Yeah. Just
John definitely knows how to do that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well,
we should get him on the show and talk about all the exercises.
Well, we want good ratings for the show, though. I'm not sure about John.
Oh, John?
Kidding, John, baby. So.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, guys, I mean, just starting it.
Not to put more work on your plate, but I think
I like it though. Yeah,
just my opinion.
Exactly. If you
have pictures, have John send just still pictures where you can pop up and discuss.
John?
Huh?
No,
you have seen him, haven't you?
Well, I'm impressed the way he goes through the at work, what he does lifting and the big plywood, what he does. But I agree, you gotta have some humor, especially during these times in our life. But
you do have to have humor. I've seen him work out, so it's good.
Yeah.
He's going to hit me pretty soon, so get my shots in early.
It's been like 40 minutes. That's a great one. Well, yeah, good idea, Musang. I like that. Keep working hard. You will get there. Yes, absolutely.
So, difference between a spine bike and an ordinary stationary bike.
I have some things here that I use, but really need to gain some more strength. That's
like I use the stationary bike like nobody's business, but I'm not sure about the spine bike, what that is.
The spine bike?
It says, who said it? Robinson.
The spin bike?
Spin bike.
Hello. And it's
spin bike.
It's half my brain talking. I apologize. Yeah, spin.
Yeah.
Sorry, Robin.
It's pretty much a stationary bike, a spin bike. Yeah, it's probably got a different type of resistances on settings on there.
In Canadian, I just read it wrong. I read it in American, so I'm sorry.
You're fine, Jerry.
What did you say? I'm boring? You're not nice. So.
John. Yeah, I love this. Is funny. Marina, talk to you soon. Thank you. Love you all. Yeah.
Thank
you guys, thanks for being here. But that's going to be the next one. I like it. What exercise do you do that help in your stroke recovery, your brain recovery, and then if I can learn something, then that's what this is all about.
I recommend if we do have this
Yeah, good one.
about the exercise and everything. Like I hardly know him. I love my song being here.
Yes.
But get John Loomis here.
Yeah,
He's got a lot to talk about.
Hey, we're here to help each other, and it's great. It's a beautiful
John
thing.
would come on. So just
Tom, that's funny. I mean, it's funny I say funny because I totally understand. We do pretty good for having a half a brain.
Yeah.
Which half do you have, Tom?
Yeah, the new stuff's good. Yeah, but well, shoot. Until next time.
All right.
Anything else you want to say? Anybody?
No, I think that's good. Thanks everybody for being here. Thanks for having me, Jerry. Both Jerrys, JC and
Thank you for coming in.
J-Dub and JC.
Short notice that you did get. You're a welcome guest here anytime. Any Jerry.
Yes,
awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, I want to thank you for including me. That's all.
Yeah.
Hey, it's awesome. You're inspiring. Really cool. I'm getting a lot of.
And I figured out restream settings. It's on. So now I know what to do.
Oh, that's awesome. Left side works me.
And I'll tell you about that, Jerry, on a private message about how to do that. So everybody knows.
Sounds great. Sounds great. Well, I appreciate everyone here.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. It was fun.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
We'll definitely.
I like shooting this shit. It's just it's good therapy. I'm not going to lie. It's very good therapy.
This is a therapy we need.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
I'd like to thank John Loomis for having a great sense of humor and letting me tease him. But I didn't want him to feel picked on. So
yeah. No.
He'll get you back. Trust me, Chapman.
It's a matter of time. So
it is a matter.
Okay. Well, you guys will definitely. Today's Thursday. Can you believe it? Time flies.
I can't believe it's already Thursday.
Yeah. So, all right.
Hey, great seeing you guys. It's awesome.
But, you two gentlemen, thank you.
All right. Take care.